Hey guys, Wings are here. Want to kind of talk about the state of Maplestory M. Been wanting to get more back into making videos and been inspired lately, so here I am. Coming up soon, we got the Cygnus Knights revamp. It's interesting because if you were already excited about the Cygnus Knights revamp, like you would already have a Cygnus Knight prepared. So, I mean, if you don't have one prepared now and you're excited about it, now's a decent time to do it. But in terms of raw excitement, I don't really see the Cygnus Knight revamp really bringing back any new players. I mean, if anything, you're gonna have an old player that liked their Cygnus but didn't love it, and then like wants to see the new class. So we might see some players there. It's interesting. 2024 for Maplestory M has been relatively lackluster compared to last year. Like last year, we had the CS Style integration, which was like brand new content that Maplestory M was exclusive to. And then there was also a lot more dev talk and, you know, more future onset looking kind of stuff from the devs, like the roadmap and things. You know, the roadmap is a very simple thing. Like the devs don't just plan patches month to month. Like they already have this established timeline that they have in mind about things that they would like to see. My thoughts on why they don't want to commit to a roadmap is maybe last year it added a little bit too much pressure to the devs to get certain things integrated by the time that they said it was going to be integrated. So, you know, it would be really cool if they integrated a roadmap but not add those timelines. Like it'd be cool if they made a list of things that they would like to do this year, but not really say, oh yeah, you know, the February patch is going to be the Cygnus Knights revamp, then the March patch is going to be X, you know, or like the M4U patch kind of stuff. Like it'd be cool if they just gave us something to look forward to, because, you know, all of us are addicted to Maplestory M and we want to keep playing it as long as there's proper input. Maplestory M is going through a very interesting time too. Like in terms of GMS is the PC version of Maplestory is as popular that it's ever been. So it would be very cool if Maplestory M could find a way to capture that audience and, you know, have them integrated into the Maplestory M franchise. You know, I'm a player who doesn't play at traditional times, and it's hard for me to sit down in front of a computer and just grind all day. So Maplestory M scratches that itch, and I'm sure that there's a lot of players too that play Maplestory M or that play Maplestory regular that would love to have that kind of thing too. But I mean, I don't necessarily know how they can do that. Like some thoughts that come to mind is like maybe whenever your character's auto battling, your main character gets like boss, like not boss, but like EXP buff or a meso rate buff, like while your character's auto battling, and then you can train, and then you can plan around your training sessions like that. Like I think that would be really cool. Or, you know, the PC Link event kind of needs to be revamped. Like it's been old, and if you want to gauge more interest in Maplestory M, you kind of need to revamp that system so it's more exciting for other players. And then looking forward, like, you know, it's interesting because the casual player base, as you hit 200 or 215 plus, like you start to realize that the gains that you can get month to month is very minimal. Like it's very hard to grind for a whole month just to fail something that has a very low probability on set to pass anyway. Like, you know, every item up until Mythic is relatively easy to acquire. Like it doesn't have too much difficulty, but once you hit to Ancient Gears or even Chaos, Absol and all that, like, you know, you're talking about month-long grinds. So it'd be nice if they reevaluated how long it takes to get to those points. And like one of the easiest ways to do that is to speed up the amount of meso gain that you get. But, you know, maybe Nexon, they don't want to speed up that gap because they want to keep the mid-game player further from the end-game player. So that way, you know, there's more time for them to not quit. But I don't know. That's just a thought that I had. It would also be really cool if they make bossing parties more easily accessible. You know, in terms of things like normal Damien and Lotus and all that, like party wise, it's it's very hard for a player like me to get a party of 10 people together. I'm a solo player majority of the time, just simply because my schedule is so random. So I just kind of play whenever I can play, which is fine, but it would be nice if I could experience things like Damien and Lotus. Like, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, but MapleStory is like, it's a 10-year-old game with not a lot of innovation. So, you know, how does the devs innovate? You know, things like adjusting party sizes for commanders or, like, you know, bosses would be a really cool thing. Like, imagine if you could go into a party with 2 of your friends and then go fight, you know, normal Damien, and the difficulty is adjusted based off of how much people you have in the party. Like, you know, I'm not sure about the abusability of that, but, you know, you could probably scale down the drops to be adequate to the difficulty of people that you have, rather than, you know, not allowing players to experience that content, or, you know, making the brick wall being that, hey, you got to make 9 other friends who are geared enough to do this. Like, you know, MapleStory M gearing isn't super easy past, you know, mythic level. So the chances of you finding someone that can actually do that kind of content, it probably already has a party. So, you know, it's kind of hard to break in. Like, if you had a casual bunch of friends that wanted to play MapleStory M and wanted to do challenging content, like, you're talking like about a 1.5 to 2 year investment without like hardcore pay to win. I mean, even a hardcore pay to win, you're probably looking at like a 6-month kind of time investment to even get to a point where you can be carried into that, or even like contribute even like a decent amount of damage. So, you know, I would like the devs to revisit that aspect of the game, just in terms of accessibility. But yeah, anyway, state of the game, it's not bad. Having fun playing with my Adele. Trying to build a Pencilier set for her. And I'll probably post a video showing all that off. And, you know, hopefully to make this kind of content, just, you know, easily talking about the game, having fun about it. Miss making content and was recently inspired. So hopefully you guys found this video fun. Leave me any opinions you got about what I said. Maybe it was controversial, maybe not, but yeah, catch you guys later.